Hi, this is Adam Winch with Defenders USA. Hey, topic today. Yesterday morning, Wednesday morning, in Granbury, Texas, there was a young couple who had gone to Walmart taking their, I believe, 3-month-old and 1-year-old kiddos to Walmart with them. Dad had gotten out of the vehicle, had gone around to the back of the vehicle and car, truck, something like that. And mom had stepped out of the vehicle too. From what I can tell by the news stories, mom was taking the infant, the youngest one, the 3-month-old, out of a car seat and was right outside the car. It sounds like holding the baby. In the meantime, mom or dad had stuffed or left a handgun loaded, stuffed between, it sounds like, the driver's seat and the center console of the car. And the 1-year-old was out of the car seat, so 1-year-old got access to that handgun. And I'm sure it was not intentional by mom and dad. They didn't want that to happen, but you know how kids are. 1-year-old gets a hold of this handgun. Out it comes from its hiding spot, and 1-year-old triggers the gun. Ultimately, the 3-month-old, it sounds like was shot in the fleshy portions of one of his legs, and then the bullet went through, striking mom, going through an arm, I guess, and then into the chest. Now, thankfully, mom and baby are okay, right? Tragic consequences, but it's not life-threatening, it sounds like at this point. And it sounds like, from what I'm reading so far, mom and baby are going to be okay. Can you imagine the trauma of having to go through that? That you were shot by your 1-year-old? Here's the moral of the story. Your handgun, your car, your vehicle, your truck is not a holster for your gun. It's not a safe place to just go store a gun, especially a gun that's not in a holster and one that's loaded. Right? If you're going to carry a handgun in the car, then you still want that thing to where the trigger guard is covered, to where there's no way anybody can access that gun and then access the trigger of that gun, especially a loaded gun, and can trip that thing off. Think about the people that sometimes you may have in your car, depending on your lifestyle. It could be kids. It could be those who are uneducated with guns. It could be the emotional. It could be the angry. It could just be people who are, stupid, and they do dumb things on a regular basis. So I'm suggesting we don't leave guns in our cars. The vast majority of guns, from what I understand, the vast majority of guns that are on the streets, right, that are in the hands of people who shouldn't have them, come because people leave their cars unsecured, or they leave unsecured guns in vehicles, and bad people either open the unsecured door or they break into the vehicle and they find the unsecured gun. And therefore now we have a lot of bad guys. They all have guns, and a large portion of those, according to research, comes because people have left them in their cars. I have friends, people I love dearly, who have left guns in cars, and they've either been stolen out of there, people get access to them, and oftentimes there's tragic consequences, or on occasion those guns have shown up in other places where they shouldn't show up. Please, please, please don't put your guns in your cars and just leave them there. If you're going to be in your vehicle and you want a gun, get it on your person. Get it in a holster. Have it under your immediate control. If you're going to leave a vehicle and you have a gun in the car, not only lock the car, but lock the gun in some type of lock box. There's all sorts of little gun boxes that can go in cars and small places like that you can also hide away. And your center console and your glove box is not even if it's locked, is not a holster for a gun. You still want that trigger guard covered, everything else, the gun locked in some type of lockbox. And the lockbox, you can do this bolted either to the vehicle itself or some type of strap chain that ties it to the vehicle, to where it would be very hard to either cut that thing or at least take the box away. So lesson number one, guns, especially loaded, should not be left in vehicles, especially around kids and other people like that. Guns should be on your person and in your control in a well-built holster, and that way you can ensure bad things don't happen or bad people don't get hold of them. Anyways, I thought the story was tragic, and I just wanted to bring that up because I've seen this too often, both as a police officer and then a firearms trainer, and too many people leave their guns in their cars. Don't be lazy about it. Carry the gun with you. When you go in the house or wherever it is you're going, the gun should go with you. If you have to leave a gun in the car to repeat, get some type of lockbox that's either bolted to or secured to the vehicle itself. Put the gun in there, lock that up, conceal it from sight, and then make sure your vehicle is locked too. All right, simply all I wanted to talk about today. Adam Winch with Defenders USA. Get some really good training, get good, thoughtful training, and then constantly grow and progress your abilities to defend those you love and yourself. Take care, and God bless.